Good day, everyone. I'm Nina Evangelista, and I'm going to discuss the quality planning, chapter 14.3 to chapter 14.5. First is quality planning tools. High quality is achieved by planning for it rather than by reacting to problems after they are identified. Standards are chosen and processes are put in place to achieve those standards. Well, if you want to achieve a high quality for your project or for your product, especially you identify the problems or the conflicts, why it not successful, you need to make a plan or steps that you will take it to fix or resolve it to be successful. Measurement terminology. During the execution phase of the project, services and products are sampled and measured to determine if the quality is within control limits for the requirements and to analyze causes for variation. This evaluation is often done by a separate quality group, control group, and knowledge of a few process measurement terms is necessary to understand their reports. Several of these terms are similar and it's valuable to know the distinction between them. Dito sa measurement terminology, ito yung phases kung saan through sample and measured ng isang product, project, or services ay matutukoy mo yung quality kung nasa control limits ba para ma-analyze mo yung causes ng variation. Well, maraming terms na parehas pero mas maganda pa rin na matukoy mo yung pagkakaiba pa rin nila. The quality plan specifies the control limits of the product or process. The size of the range between those limits is the tolerance. Tolerances are often written as the mean value, plus or minus the tolerance. The plus and minus signs are written together. Well, the tolerance is identified for a product for a quality criterion, defining an acceptable range of values. For example, tolerance in gasoline production. The petroleum refinery chose to set its control limits for 87 octane gasoline at 86 and 88 octane. This tolerance is 87 plus minus 1. Tools are selected that can measure the samples closely enough to determine if the measurements are within control limits and if they are showing a trend. Each measurement tool has its own tolerances. The choice of tolerance directly affects the cost of quality, COQ. In general, it costs more to produce and measure products that have small tolerances. The cost associated with making products with small tolerances for variation can be very high and not proportional to the gains. For example, if the cost of evaluating each screen as it is created in an online tutorial is greater than delivering the product and fixing any issues after the fact, then the COQ, which is the cost of quality, may be too high and the instructional designer will tolerate more defects in the design. Second is 14.4 Defining and meeting client expectations. Clients provide specifications for the project that must be met for the project to be successful. Recall that meeting project specifications is one definition of project success. Clients often have expectations that are more difficult to capture in written specifications. Well, sa isang project, madalas need ng meeting with clients para matukoy yung detalyeng gusto ng client na mangyari para sa ikasa-successful rather ng isang proyekto. Again, one of the definition of project successful is meeting with clients, but it may cause unnecessary frustration. Madalas kasi kapag kasama talaga sa meeting yung kliyente mo, di maiwasan yung may ipapabago o ipadadagdag siya sa project. Kaya yun yung nagko-cause ng frustration mo. Pero wala ka kasing magagawa. You still need to listen and understand those changes to meet the expectation of the client and to make the project successful. Project surveys can capture how the client perceives the project performance and provide the project team with data that are useful in meeting client expectations. If the results of the surveys indicate that the client is not pleased with some aspect of the project team has the opportunity to explore the reasons for this perception with the client and the develop recovery plans. The survey can also help define what is going well and what needs improvement. Yung project survey kasi isa siya sa way para malaman mo kung paano nakikita ng client yung magiging project performance mo para in case na di sila masayahan o di ma-meet yung expectation nila, makakapag-provide ka ng project team para nagagawa ng paraan para ma-recover yung plan at maging successful yung project. Third is 14.5 sources of planning information. Planning for quality is part of the initial planning process. The early scope, budget, and schedule estimates are used to identify processes, services, or products where the expected grade and quality should be specified. Risk analysis is used to determine which of the risks to the project could affect quality. This is the information you need to plan for your products or services quality. So you can determine the risk to the project that could affect the quality by using the risk analysis. And that's all. Thank you.